Hi, it's Snorgle. Welcome back to the Beginner's Guide. Davey Wreden walks us through a series of bizarre games created by his game developer friend. What we'll use to dive into this enigmatic developer psyche? Puzzle solving and lateral thinking, of course. Let's keep going. I think the story is coming to a head here. That we finally learned that I guess for clout, the character, the narrator, Davey Wreden, shared Coda's games with a bunch of other people when he knew that Coda didn't want that. By the way, if you think about it from a meta standpoint, that's exactly what's happening now. That is exactly what's happening right now. He's sharing this developer's games that he knew he didn't want that. Interesting. So last time, there were several, what do you call them? He shared the game. There was a very long period between. Does that go to the same place?
I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world.
Oh no, it's trying to distance itself from you. Oh, I think. We'll see. Because, yeah, I think that's it though, because you listen to that interpretation. Also, one thing that's super interesting is that I'm reasonably sure that they have.
Actually, has a maze in it.
Okay, where is it? What?
Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise. So the experience is really miserable.
Yeah.
The game goes beyond not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all.
Okay. Oh.
But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Oh. Coda despises you. This is a game specifically for you. Oh my gosh. What's this say? Oh, that's interesting.
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable.
No, that's the point though, right?
Cleaning game. That one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever.
Oh, you didn't even tell me you changed it.
So that you could exit the house and the game would actually end.
You didn't tell me you changed it.
That game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate.
Oh, this does too.
What's the idea behind the invisible maze?
He hates you?
The only way past this challenge.
Sorry, they hate you.
Guess the 6-digit code.
Okay.
Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have. But I couldn't.
What are we talking to them?
I understand why this is here.
I think it's interesting.
On the ground for you here, though, so that we can move.
Oh, thank you. 151617. I do think it's interesting that that they consciously have referred to Coda in with different gendered adjectives, and it might just be. I mean, that might be gender fluid, and depending on what's going on. But I don't know. Is that it? Oh gosh, okay. It's a nice game. And again, I feel like the narrator's interpretation of this is off, and I think it's pretty obvious what's going on, and he's not getting it. Sure, jump down.
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the.
Oh, but he knows you can.
It's literally impossible to solve from.
He knows you can open up the game engine and open
Even
it.
if you somehow brute forced your way through the first 2 challenges and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress.
But he knew.
Scary for me. The idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, that's it. That's the end of the conversation. Not giving me any way to fix the problem.
But
I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't.
I think.
Fix the problem.
I don't think you understand.
But I can open this door for you.
I don't think you understand that
Do that.
Coda is not the one with the problem.
Was I a failure for not understanding this game?
No, you're a jerk.
I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why.
Hopefully this game makes you realize it.
I remember, it's June of 2011.
Mm-hmm.
I'm playing this for the very first time.
Yep.
And as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew. It wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years, I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was.
That's what I'm saying, though.
What he stood for.
Yep.
I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him.
No.
I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. I think it's clear, though. 3 dots are exactly like the dots on that machine.
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy.
Ah, there we go.
That I needed to see myself in someone else.
There we go.
I needed
There we go.
someone other than me. But he stopped and left. And it felt somehow like I had failed.
Because you had. Like, absolutely no question, you had. Not in the way you think, though. Oh. Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you not to speak to me anymore.
I stopped making games, aren't I?
I think
What I did.
I think he very well could still make games.
I poisoned it for you. I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
I wonder at times whether you think I'm making these games for you. Yep. I think that the character, Davey Wreden, isn't even friends with this person, just a fan of their games. You've so infested my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plant solutions in my games somewhere hidden between games.
They really listened and cared about what I had to say.
Okay, so maybe they were
Even
friends.
though I was showing your work, it was...
Oh no, it's saying about the
I
other
felt
people.
good about myself.
Yeah.
Finally,
Mm-hmm.
for a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
Yep. Yeah, you're a vampire. If there was an answer, a meaning, would it make you any happier? Would you stop taking my games and showing to people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give? Violating the one boundary that keeps me safe? Would you stop changing my aims? Would you stop adding lance posts to them? Oh, he did. So none of the games had endings. The narrator, Davey Wreden, added the wow. Wow. Would you simply let them be what they
I
are?
didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing.
When I'm around you, I feel physically ill.
What does that mean?
You desperately need something and I cannot give it to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just a part of the process. Exactly. That's exactly what I was thinking. Sometimes your creative output is more than others, and he's still producing games. He's just not, they are still producing games, but they're not sharing it with the narrator. The fact that you think I'm frustrated or broken says more about you than me. Yeah, we're super projecting. I realize this doesn't make any sense to you just yet. Which is fine. You're not my problem to solve. But I do hope that one day it clicks and that you make peace with the thing that you're wrestling. And when you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything. Oh, there's no way out.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work.
Yeah, there we go.
Because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry.
That's too late, buddy.
No one screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again?
Oh, that's all you care about. You know.
I need to feel okay with myself again.
Oh man.
I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in.
Oh man.
I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like,
Yeah.
I'm showing people your work,
Yeah.
but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize?
Yeah.
What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it?
No.
I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me
done.
what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Wow. Wow. Is that the end? Epilogue. Oh my gosh. That was a really powerful message. And I think train station? Hey, clock. So, my interpretation is that Coda may very well still be making games, just not sharing them with, no hands on the clock, that's interesting. Just not sharing them with our narrator, who, by the way, I think our narrator is not the game's developer.
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease.
It is. I mean, the thing is, when you're producing when you're producing content, Davey, please. When you're producing content, yes, you have to care about your audience. It's important, right? But you also have to have a vision, right? You have to have an idea and a vision for yourself and what that's going to be. And you can't get that from someone else at all.
If someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate.
You're the one who's desperate.
So many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons.
No kidding. Like, I already got there, buddy. Again, though, I think that the character of this game is not the developer, even though it's him narrating it and it's his voice and it's his name. They're using his actual name.
The disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are.
Yeah. Well.
They'll hate you.
Yep. That's interesting. An empty frame. Oh wow. Where are we? This couldn't be one of Coda's games. I'm not sure where we are.
That my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation. What would that even be?
Oh man.
It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable.
What?
Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like.
Wow. I mean, look, don't get me wrong. External validation is nice, but sometimes you have to have a vision and go for it, And that's scary, It really is.
What now?
So what game are we playing? Like,
I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, you need a therapist, buddy.
To make up for. And so I'm just gonna. Okay.
Is he gone? I guess so. So, first of all, I think that's interesting that he just leaves. That's pretty powerful. Boy, does this game speak to me a lot. I'm not sure if I got that across during this playthrough. I hope I did. I don't know where I'm going, but must be part of Coda's game? I'm not sure. It's unclear to me. But it doesn't really matter. What a powerful game. I really, really understand why so many people really like this game. Let's go down. Ouch. Oh, it's going up, huh? Okay. Slowly going up. Floor elevator. Wouldn't that be cool to have in your house? Your entire floor goes up and down. Also probably dangerous as heck. I don't know, I'm not a floorologist. Let's go. Okay, let's see what do we have here. So again, I guess still the train station. Yep. Wooden benches. Right up here. You know, I think this is a really interesting theme to explore, and I, like I said, I really do understand. When I first started playing this game, I felt like, how do I say this? I felt like this game doesn't break the fourth wall. It doesn't have a fourth wall, but I think the only walls, every wall in this game is a fourth wall. If that makes any sense, I completely see what my friend who called this hypermeta meant. Like this is a really, really nice game. The actual game developer, Davey Wreden, is so talented, just great. And by the way, a darn good voice actor. Let's go in. There we go. Floating up to darkness. Wow. Oh my. What the? Oh my. Wow. It's just a maze as far as you can see. Oh, the only part that wasn't was we were in the very center, huh? What the sklarg? Oh my gosh. Look at that, it's literally a maze as far as you can see. Look how huge that is. That's overwhelming. Oh my gosh. Yeah, and the only spot. We were in the very center. Oh my gosh. Wow. What a fantastic game. Man, I really, really love this game an awful lot if it's not clear. I feel like that it's very clear that Davey Wreden really understands and the creative process and knows how that works. Oh, for R. That's interesting.
Turn back from this cave.
I'm going to turn this down. So, this project would not have been possible without the following individuals. Names. So, I really, really enjoyed this game quite a bit. I felt like that it explored so many really amazing, profound, what's the right word? Profound nuances of being a creator and creating things. And, I know people who write songs and don't share them with anyone. I mentioned before I used to be a professional musician. I know that's a thing, and because sometimes it's deeply personal, you don't want to share it. And I know other people that have made things for people, and said, this is only for you. No one else, just you, And I sort of feel like some of those games that Coda was sharing with him, that was the case, right? That Coda was sharing the games with him. Not for anyone else. And I'm sure that Coda may have games just for himself, that he didn't share with anyone else. And I feel like that when he started changing them, it blew me away that the lamppost was not in the beginning game. I didn't see that coming at all. I understand why this game is kind of considered iconic. I think it's still too young to actually be iconic, but I think it's on its way. What a profound, amazing game. This game really, really meant a lot to me. Thank you so much for watching this entire playthrough of The Beginner's Guide. Coming up next, something new. I want to just thank you for watching my channel. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me. Thanks again. I'll see you next time for a brand new game. See you next time.